I am living flesh and blood, human. Government has taken that name and made an all caps name. So it will go to the Supreme Court, I promise you.
You understand that you've been charged in this case with cocaine, heroin, or another narcotic. The maximum penalty for that offense is up to 4 years in prison.
No matter what you do to me, I will get out of it, and there will be lawsuits.
This crackhead sovereign citizen was in court the other day, and he just went against a very strict judge in court. This dude tries to say he's not a legal person and that no laws apply to him, like he's living in a different universe or something. This one gets super heated and the judge gets completely nuclear at this idiot sovereign citizen and shuts him down hard here. I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you think this dude is tired or if he's just tweaking from his drug stash, because something is definitely off about this guy. Let's go ahead and dive in here and watch this judge erupt on this sovereign citizen and teach him why being a sovereign citizen does not work in a court of law.
First, let me ask the attorneys to place their appearances on the record, beginning with Ms. Muir for the people.
Phoebe Muir on behalf of the people.
James Daly on behalf of the defendant.
All right. And
I never asked for an attorney. I said I would be representing myself in appropriate persona. This is just one way to railroad me. That's all. Get me in your jurisdiction.
All right. Mr. Daly, maybe you or Ms. Muir, maybe you can fill me in on the status of the...
Yes, Your Honor. I remember now. We did have an exam in this matter, and Mr. Mattson did represent himself at the preliminary exam. And then Mr. Mattson, then once it was bound over, did fail to appear here in circuit court. So now that he is incarcerated, whereas before he was not, I guess if we just go through whether or not he wants an attorney or still wants to represent himself, since we have had an exam in this matter, once he makes his intentions known on the record, then we can proceed with him still being pro per. But I would like to go through and make sure he is knowingly making that decision.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, Mr. Mattson, just let me sort this out a little bit. Mr. Daly, have you been appointed as standby, or what exactly is your status?
I was appointed as standby, Your Honor. Mr. Mattson and we get along fine. He's a pleasant individual to talk to, but he wants absolutely none of my legal input. Basically, he has a theory that I don't believe is justified under the laws of the state of Michigan.
Okay.
And I've indicated that to him.
All right. We are back on the record then in the matter of People versus Robert Mattson. Sir, you are Robert Joseph Mattson, correct?
I am an attorney for the all caps name Robert Joseph Mattson. I am living flesh and blood, human. Upper and lowercase, Robert hyphen Joseph :space Mattson. That is my name.
All right.
As shown on my birth certificate, live birth, that would be me, as understood that the government has taken that name and made an all caps name and tried to be to claim an account over that name, which to do business.
I'm pretty sure. Nobody wants to do business with you, buddy. For one, you can't even finish a sentence without mumbling or going off on some random tangent, and two, you're literally a sovereign citizen. So that's already 2 giant red flags right there. And don't even get me started on the whole, my name is in all caps, so it's not really me nonsense. The court puts names in all caps for legal formatting, not because you're a secret corporation or immune to the law. It's literally just how they file documents. Like, chill out. You're not Neo from the Matrix. You're just a dude in court who's making this way harder than it needs to be. Like, this dude has got to be cracked out, guys. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. I mean, I don't want to judge anybody. But dude, this guy is definitely tweaking right now.
Sir, do you understand that you have a right to be represented by an attorney in this matter?
I do understand that.
You also understand that if you want an attorney and you can't afford one, that you can tell me that, and I would appoint one for you at public expense.
UCC 1-308, all rights reserved. By me answering and speaking to you at this time, doesn't mean that I'm in any way being given any kind of authority over my body to you at this time.
Okay,
Your Honor.
I will note, sir, your objection to my jurisdiction over you, and I will preserve that for the record. As
Your Honor,
discussed in your hearing on Monday, it is my position that this court does have jurisdiction over you, and I am going to proceed as such. And
yes, sir.
Again, your objection is preserved for the record, and if you would like to file an appeal, if that becomes necessary at a later date, you'll have the ability to do that.
Actually, I think I can do something a little quicker. I like to exercise my rights to subrogation, have the prosecutor file my right to subrogation, or certify my right to subrogation at this time. It's an undeniable right. Subrogation is the removal of a third party. It's in the laws, Black Laws Dictionary, 6th edition. Also the Bouvier Law Dictionary, 2nd edition. That the removal of third party would be the prosecutor in this case.
All right. I'll note that request for the record and find that there is no right to subrogation in a criminal matter, and so I'm going to deny that request. Again, your objection will be noted for the record, and if you feel you need to appeal that decision at a later date, you will have the ability to do that. You understand, sir, Sir, please let me speak. Do you understand, as I asked earlier, that if you can't afford an attorney and you want one, that the court would appoint one for you at public expense?
Do not want one. Thank you.
Okay.
I am not a U.S. citizen. I am sovereign. Separated myself from the U.S. government back in 2018.
We've covered that objection, Mr. Matson, and I've ruled on it. Again, it's preserved for the record, and you can appeal it to the Michigan Court of Appeals.
I don't know if it's just a hot take from me, but I'd really like to see this judge be a little more harsh here. He's just letting this sovereign citizen walk all over him like it's a casual debate club and not an actual courtroom. I mean, the dude can barely even talk straight, and he's still somehow winning this back and forth like he's got home field advantage. And it's honestly kind of impressive how confidently wrong you can be and still hold your ground like that. And about this whole subrogation thing he keeps bringing up, you can't just throw that word around like it's a cheat code. Subrogation is when an insurance company steps into your shoes to recover money they paid. On your behalf, it's not some magical legal force field that makes court cases disappear.
Definitely, it's fraud. American jurisprudence guaranteed fraud. I studied it up and down. I know it all too well. So it will go to the Supreme Court, I promise you.
Okay.
As of right now, I would, for the record, and let the record reflect any objections or denials that you keep denying me, that I'm asking you to file a 1090, an OID 1099 for the prosecutor, because the prosecutor is using my name to do business, and I will prepare the 1096 and the 1099A. So this court proceeding is going to go on and have a jury trial. There's going to be sovereign people, secure party creditors at my status, and also you're going to be filing that OID 1099 for the prosecutor.
Right, sir, do you understand that you've been charged with possession of a controlled substance in this case, and that the maximum penalty
I don't
for that
understand the
offense?
nature of the cause.
Sir, I'm going to ask you to let me finish when I'm speaking. I've done the same for you, and I'd ask you to do the same for
Yes,
me.
Your Honor. Yes, sir.
You understand that you've been charged in this case with possession of a controlled substance, cocaine, heroin, or another narcotic of less than 25 grams, that the maximum penalty for that offense is up to 4 years in prison.
I do not understand the nature and the cause of the crime.
All right, I'm advising you at this point that you have been charged with possession of a controlled substance, cocaine, heroin, or another narcotic of less than 25 grams, and that the maximum penalty for that offense is up to 4 years in prison. I'm also